Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Glad you came back today. Today we're going to be working on 3 more items that we can use in our Happy Junk Journal. We're going to get right to it. I think we're going to start with simple tags that we can make. Now these tags, I know you've made tags before, but these I came across in my stash. These are old die cuts with a view. So I think that's Michael's or Joanne's, I'm not sure. But these are adhesive mat stacks. Now these are what size are these? I think they're 3x3, no, 4x4. It's just a stack of solid color cardstock. You will need cardstock to make tags normally. You want them thick enough so they don't bend while you're putting them in your pockets. These little pads have all different colors, and these are regular cardstock. Now for these, I found a mat stack, but they're adhesive. Well, these are the adhesive ones. This was a regular stack. These have adhesive on them, on the back, which makes it very easy. Here are 2 that I've made out of 1 piece. I just cut it in half, turned it over, peeled back the adhesive, and I backed it with lined paper, this paper. So they're very simple to make. And then I found a die cut in my book, which I showed yesterday, and that would make a tag. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to make one and show you how quick this is. This is what I'm going to use as my backing paper. So let me get things out of the way here. I'll just move this over. This is item number 1 for today. And I don't expect you to copy things item by item, paper by paper. I'm just here to give you ideas. So we're going to cut this in half. I need the metal side of my ruler, and I did put my knife away. Here it is. I'm just going to cut this in half. So it'll be 2 inches by 2 inches. Right down the middle. There we go. So now we'd have 2 tags. Very simple. I'm not going to cut my corners yet. I'm going to back it first. So I'm going to put this one aside. Take my backing paper. I'm going to peel off this adhesive on the back. Easier said than done. Come on. I always have trouble peeling adhesive, no matter what it is. Try another corner. There we go. You see this has adhesive already on it, so no need for glue or a glue stick. I'm going to place it on my backing paper, even as I can get it. Just press it down. Give it a good press. I'm going to trim around it. I'm just going to make little diagonal corners on it. You could round the corners if you want. I'm just doing diagonals. There. And then you have a tag. Very simple to make. And it's rather sturdy. Won't bend when you're putting it in your pocket. Made from one of these stacks. I'm sure some of you have these stacks already. So this will make it very easy. So that's the tags. The next thing I want to show you is, let me clean up this mess. These are altered paper clips. Now, these are the images that I've chosen. I don't know what you would choose, depends on the theme of your book. But I picked these out. And depending on the orientation of the image is how you would place your paper clip. Now this one is going to be a side tuck, a side, it would attach from the side of the page, not the top. If you put it from the top, it's going to be sideways. So this would be a side one. I'm going to make this one, this is my image I picked out. I take a piece of cardstock. I did use the matte stack without adhesive. We don't need the adhesive on it for this. We're going to use wet glue. And I cut it so that my image would fit on it. So I need that size, and then you have to double it because you want to fold it over. So it would be double whatever your image is. In other words, 2 of them. Fold it over. Now I used, these are smaller, regular sized paper clips. Now you take the paper clip and with the shorter end, the shorter edge on the inside and the longer edge on the outside. Like I said, watch your orientation. Mine are going to be this way, so the clip would come from this side. If I wanted it from the top, my fold would have to be at the top. I don't know if you understand that. But, so you always put your smaller end of your paper clip on the inside, the larger end on the outside. Now we're going to put glue on here. These are very simple to make. Pick out whatever images you want to use. It could be a label, a word, anything cut out of a magazine or a book, an old book. I'm feeling like I'm losing my voice. So I hope you can hear me. Okay, I put glue on the whole thing, some on the clip, not too much. Now when you press it down, don't press over the clip hard. Press on the sides where around the clip. Because if you press too hard, the impression of the clip is going to come right through the front. So I'm going to get this to stick first. Give my glue a chance to dry. See, there's my paper clip. It's not hidden. It's showing on the back, but it's glued to the inside. Now I'm going to press a little bit on the paper clip itself to get it to stick to the cardstock. But like I said, you don't want to make an impression of a clip on there. Okay, I think that's dry enough to glue what we want. Now this was one of those die cuts I had in the book I showed in my last video. All the die cuts I had made with my Silhouette Cameo. This was a flower. I put a little bit of glossy accents on the center and I let it dry. Now I'm just going to glue it on my clip. To all the edges. A little in the center. Okay, I'm going to glue it on. My clip is coming from the right. I'm going to put it on this way. Press it down. And that's all there is to making a clip. Now you could round the corners on these if you want, or leave them square. I thought I had my corner rounder, but I don't. So I'll make just little tiny cut-offs on the corners, just to neaten it up a little bit. I'm not inking these. I don't feel this book needs everything inked. but depending on the book you're making, you could ink the edges. Like I said, just make your book whatever theme you want it to be. Okay, now that's all there is to making these. Now when you want to use it on a page, you just take it and slide it over the edge, and then you could tuck something under it, journal card, tag, and then you could also tuck something in the back. Of course you wouldn't have something like this on the back, but that's how you use them. So that's a side one. I'm going to do a top one, and then we'll get on to our third item. Let's see, which one's the top one? I'll do this cute little face. Okay. Yes. Alright, let's give me a top one. Now I cut my paper to the size of my image. The width and the height. I've doubled it. Fold it in half, match it up. Okay, I'm going to put my paper clip on here from the top. Again, it's a regular size paper clip. The smaller edge on the inside, in the center. I want to check that this is going to be my top loading, yes. So I'm going to put that on there and I'm going to glue it, the same as we did the other one. One side of the cardstock. There's no need to glue both sides. This side needs no glue. Just glue it enough so it'll stay together. Some glue over your paper clip. Not too much, don't let it too much. Just enough so it doesn't move. Okay, I'm going to bring it up and press it together. Not on the clip, around the sides of the clip and the bottom. Get your glue to grab. Give this a good crease. Don't have my bone folder handy, so I'm using my scissor. Okay, that seems to be holding. I'm just going to press a little bit over the paper clip so that it glues to the cardstock. There we have it. So this would be a top clipping paper clip. Here's my image. This, I don't know where it came from. I die cut it with my Cameo, Silhouette Cameo. This was also in my die cut holder that we saw the other day in the video. I had it in my stash and totally forgot about it, and it's full of great images that I had cut out. I'm putting glue all over the back of this. I'm going to glue it onto the front, centering it. Press it down until it grabs. Now the same with this one. You could either round the corners or slant them a little bit. I'm just going to leave them as is on this one. So this is a top loading paper clip. Put this one in your book. Would go over the top of your page. And again, you just slide anything you want under it. Writing paper, journaling card, tag, whatever you want to hold on the page. And this leaves your page free for journaling. You just remove the clip, whatever you have on it, do your journaling, and then put it back on. So these are two of them. I have quite a few set aside here I'm going to make, but I'm not going to do these on camera. This one I'm making with a cardstock charm that I made. I also have a video on my channel for making these. They're 5 layers of cardstock. It does have a jump ring on the top. So this one I would glue on with my jewelry glue, or E6000. You need a stronger glue to glue this metal hook on. Or just eliminate the little hook and glue it directly on here with the regular glue. But I think that one's cute. This one just has a label. This would be another side loading clip. Just says family on it. That would get glued on the front. Here's another tag. This is a perfect day. I would put this one on, let's see, this would be a top loading. Would fit on there perfectly. And here's another one of those cute little faces. This would be another top loading. So I'll make those off camera and I'll show you in the next video what they look like. These are done. So these are ready to go in our book. And I have one more thing to show you. I just made a big mess. Let me move this to the side. Now for this book, if you don't have lace and you want to add lace to your pages, or if you just don't have the right type of lace, I've been cutting here. I put some in the book already. Using cardstock, white cardstock, and what do they call this? A edge punch. This one is a Martha Stewart. I don't know if it's still available even. It was called Doily Lace. But I'm sure there are many different types of edge punches out there. I also had this I found in my book also. And this was a different type of edge punch. So you could use something like that. Or find just any decorative edge punch will do. I'm just going to show you how I cut this and put it in. So, to use this, I usually face it in this direction. Hold on 1 second, I forgot my cardstock. Okay, I was using 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock. On the 8.5 inch side, let me check I have the right size. Yeah, the right side. Now when you use one of these punches to start, there's a line on here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can hold it up. Can you see that line right there on the edge? That's usually where I start my piece. Because you're going to have to match up the scallops, the little lacy part. So that's where I start. Now being that it's cardstock, it's a little harder to punch than paper. But it's not impossible. So that's that one. Always do it on a sheet of paper because you're going to have all these little bits all over your table. So now that we've got that one punched, we're going to match up this full one with the design on the punch. You see that design right there? You line it up with that design, and this edge, there's a little lip here. Make sure it's even, and punch. Ooh. Did it. Okay, same thing again. This last full one, we're going to line up on the image on the punch right here. Just line it up. Make sure it's up to the top. And punch. Ooh. Okay. Again, I'm just going to go all the way across. The last full one, I'm going to line up with the punch. The full one right there. Line it up. Make sure your edge is all the way up, hitting the rim. And we're going to punch. Okay, we're almost there. Once again, this last full one, I'm lining it up on the design, making sure I'm all the way up to the edge of the punch, and give it a punch. Ah, I did it. Okay, we have the whole length of the thing, of the paper. put that aside. I see what I meant by the miss. By doing this on a piece of paper, you can just then take it to the trash and dump it. Me, I dumped off my paper on my mat, so I have to clean that up. But that would be that. I'm gonna get this out of here. Now we have the whole side of this piece cut. Just want to trim off these little nubs that are sticking out. Now I'm gonna take my paper trimmer, and I figured, I tried 3/4 of an inch, it was too wide. Can't pick it up, there we go. So I did a 1/2 inch. So I got my paper trimmer. Okay, I lined up the scallop with this 1/2 inch line on my paper trimmer so that they would all be the same size. That's a 1/2 inch all the way down, and I just trimmed that off. So now I have this piece that will fit on the edge of my page. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, I have 2 in the book. I'm going to put 2 in each signature, so I would need 6 of them. I now have 4, so I would have to cut 2 more of these. But I'm going to show you how I put them on the page. Okay. Here's my book. Here are the 2 I glued in. This one, see, it's 1/2 inch wide. And this one, and that's my first signature. Here's my second signature. Here we go. This is my second signature. I want to put 2 more in here. I'm going to find a page to put this on. This page looks good because I probably won't put anything big on here. This would be for writing. And the only thing I want to trim off is, you see, when you punch, you're always left with somewhere an unpunched piece. So I just cut that off. And it still fits on my page. Now when I glue it on, I'm going to run my glue about a 1/2 inch from the edge. And then I would put this solid edge on the glue and glue it down. So let's glue this on. A 1/2 inch from the edge. I'm running my glue all the way, top to bottom. Now if you only want to do a 1/2 page, you would just cut down your doily lace and just do a part of a page. You could also use this to decorate tags along the bottoms or the side. I'm going to lay this over my 1/8 of an inch of glue. Center it as best I can and press it down, trying to get it evenly. I'm using my bow stitching one as my guide. Okay, now I'm going to press it down, give the glue a chance to dry. But there you see, you would have it, your doily lace on the edge of your page. And it is out of cardstock, so it's not too fragile. It's not going to bend as you turn your pages. Okay, we want 1 more in this section, and that'll be it. Okay, so I'm going to put it on this page, same thing. 1/8 of an inch from the edge with the glue. I'm going to lift up my page. I don't want to glue it to the next page. 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Now I'm going to put on my piece. This one I've already trimmed my excess. I'm just going to lay it over the 1/8 of an inch glue. And this works out just fine. You don't have to have lace, fabric lace. You can just cut your own. Any type of edge punch will work. Give your glue a chance to dry. Make sure it's sticking. And there you go. So I'm going to put, see how pretty that looks? I'm going to put 2 into the next signature. I'll do that off camera. And then we'll come back and we'll do some more pockets and page decorating. I may want to do some stenciling and some stamping. Okay, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. That helps me get more views and helps my channel grow. Please subscribe and hit the bell. And then you'll be notified when the next video is up. And when we're going to do more decorating on the pages. Okay, so thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.